ahead and chose for our foundation, the Prevent Cancer Foundation, and for each of us, this foundation has proven to be some of relation to each of us personally. I know with me, my mother's husband, he had cancer and he died of lung cancer. And just seeing him going through those devastating and fragile states of those stages of cancer, it was just very devastating to watch and see. He was a man that was 5'11", and he dropped down to 90 pounds. So it was very heartening and devastating to see someone's health fail so traumatically. So with that said, Tariq, did you have any personal connections with cancer?
Yes, let me introduce myself first. My name is Tariq Bhatti, and we are doing a cause teamwork project, and we're a very good team, especially Ladana. It's doing a lot of good things for us, and we're all supporting her. And in terms of our project motive, we are working on preventive cancer, and I have a personal experience with which I we went through last couple of months. My wife's uncle, he passed away with pancreatic cancer. He was diagnosed in a fairly late stage, and he was just 50. And like Ladana said, that he was also 5'11" to maybe 6 feet tall, but he became very skinny at the end. And he went through a very difficult period, very difficult time, and we had to bear this loss in our life. And his family, it's still affected with that. And based on that, I just started doing some research on a cancer, and I got affiliated with the charity which work on preventing cancer. And I went on a few websites, but one website I found very helpful. It's called cancer.gov, and I found out there's so many type of cancer in this country in U.S., but the main ones are like pretty common ones are bladder cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer, kidney cancer, leukemia, lung cancer, pancreatic cancer, prostate cancer, and thyroid cancer. And to really talk about cancer, I think early detection and it's very critical in this disease. And also, we have to watch what we eat every day, and also exercise. That is the key if we want to stay away from cancer and prevent this disease. That's my research based on a few websites which I came across.
Awesome. Thank you, Tariq, and thank you for sharing your experience with cancer and giving all of the research and knowledge that you've gained. It definitely helped this project here. Jennifer, could you give us information about or how cancer has affected you?
Yes, I'm Jennifer Pitts, and I had a very dear friend of mine. We had been friends for several years, and I was very close with her family. And her mother became ill. It was thought that she had the flu. To the hospital. They found out that her body was riddled with cancer. It had taken over, and she only lived about a month after that admission into the hospital. And it really opened my eyes to how fast the cancer can just take over, especially like Tariq said, if there's not early detection, there's not preventative care ahead of time. Her mother did not have the preventative care that probably would have caught this early on. And, routine mammograms, getting your yearly physical, anything that causes concern, it really made me think about it. And I definitely decided that I was going to do what I needed to do for myself, and definitely encourage my daughters and everyone else based on how fast it took her life. It was just it's a very nasty thing, and if we can find it ahead of time and prevent it, then that's what we need to do.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And Cora, how did cancer relate to you?
Hi, my name is Cora. The charity is personal to me because my grandmother, my father's mother, at the age of 55, passed away at a very young age from bone cancer. and it was just sudden. And I have an uncle who lived for 10 years, and he passed away in 2012. He was very close to me. He was a very close uncle, and he passed away from cancer. And then also my grandfather, who is currently in remission right now. He is the last living of his siblings, and he's going through with cancer. And through the program, the Preventative Foundation program, programs like this helped him to be in remission because it educated him on exercise, how to eat. He has routine physicals with his doctor, and I just think that's very important. With someone diagnosed with cancer, if they're educated, it just helps them to live longer. And with the family history of cancer, myself, I have my routine mammograms, breast exams, just to make sure that I can remain cancer-free along with me watching what I eat and exercising.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you for sharing, Cora. So we had plenty of roles to make this project a success, and I think that we all did a great job. With starting with me, I was in charge of the techno production in the acting or voiceover directing aspect. And for me, as being a leader in this aspect of the project, it was very challenging, especially with lining up the voiceover to the images that was in the video. So it was a very challenging but yet rewarding, and doing a video for a great cause just made it that much more special. So it was a very challenging leadership role. So starting with you, Jennifer, how was the experience of leading your role, and what was your role?
My role was to come up with the scripting, and that was very important to me because the scripting was what in this particular project was going to lure the people in. They needed to feel the importance of this. They needed to feel the passion that we felt for this particular cause, and the scripting was really going to drive it home along with LaDonna's voice. And so that was important for me to find the right scripting to fit this particular project. So it took a lot of thought, and LaDonna really just did an excellent job of portraying that in the project. I mean, it was a beautiful piece.
Thank you. Thank you. And Tariq, could you tell us more about leading your role, and what was your role?
Yes, my role is as a researcher and doing the research on this deadly disease, which a lot of people are affected every year. And it's very interesting to do these research. I went on many websites, but I found a few of them very helpful, which I shared earlier. Cancer.gov is very helpful. And it's really eye-opener, like Jennifer said, that how quickly people can pass away in this disease or they can get affected. So I'm again saying that early detection or early diagnose and eating healthy and exercise is the way to prevent this disease. And as long as on the project, it's a very interesting, interesting project and a good team I was with. And LaDonna had, leaded this project, and she did a voiceover, which is very incredible, especially coordinating with the team and giving people a role and keep up with us time difficulties, especially East Coast and some time differences. I'm in Midwest area, so I think it's a challenging project, but at the end it's very interesting, and I went through some great experience. Hopefully, I will work with this team again.
Yes, we were a great group of individuals working together. And
Yes.
Cora as our coordinator, and she also did a great job with help keeping everything on track. Could you give us a little bit more information about your role as a coordinator?
My role as planning coordinator was to keep everybody on task, to make sure everybody's schedules coincided, make sure the practicing of the scripts, but working with you guys, a wonderful team, It was just natural. Everybody came together. Everybody. If there was any input, there was any perfection that needs to be done. The team came together, and which made my duty, my task, smooth because we're working with such a great group of people.
Yes, awesome. And that was, I will also have to second that. We were all a great group of team, individuals working together for this great cause. And in supporting of each other, I believe that how we support each other the most, we just were all just available whenever we needed something. If we have a question, or even just picking this topic or this charity, it was just a great help for everyone being so available and supporting each other whenever we had questions or concerns. It was just a ease of mind for everyone to be as available as they were. So did you guys have any other ways that we were able to support each other?
Well, if I could say, my father-in-law, just to bring this up, and the team already knows, of course, was admitted into the hospital during this project, and unfortunately, he is still there. And they supported me 100%. The last thing on my mind when he was admitted was this project, and I had totally forgot that we actually had a meeting that evening. And they started the meeting, and I was at the hospital, and I was upset. And I just simply said, guys, my father-in-law's been admitted into the hospital. Can we do this maybe tomorrow? And everyone, I mean, they went ahead and, rescheduled it and said, don't worry about it. We're thinking about your father-in-law. And it was just such a blessing to work with these compassionate people who understood that things come up, and they had no issue with just working with me on it. It was a blessing.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Well, I believe that this concludes our reflection video, but before we end it, did anyone else have any responses or anything they wanted to share?
I think it's a great team effort. We were coordinated very well, and like Jennifer said that she had something came up, and we all rescheduled, and we all agreed to do it next day, which we have done it. So I think it's just understanding each other, and it's a really great team effort.
Awesome. Well, guys, this concludes our reflection video for Prevent Cancer Foundation, and I hope everyone enjoy the rest of their night. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you very
guys.
much. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Night.